Hello everyone and welcome back to another Manor Lords video. Today we're going to be playing the beautiful Divided map. I'm so excited about this one. There's a giant mountain pass right in the middle of the map and I've kind of checked it out. No spoilers, it's absolutely incredible. It's probably the most beautiful map. Big thing with this new update. You can move where you'd like to play. Huge thing requested from, I guess, past updates. You can't actually move where in what region you play. You have to just kind of select, go into the game, and hope you get the region that you want. But this one, you can actually move wherever you want. So this one, I'm actually going to start in Gopsberg. I've kind of scouted it out. This is a giant mountain pass, and you'll kind of see once we get into the game. We're going to be building some crazy castles, taking a look at all of the new update features. But before we get into that, ladies and gentlemen, kill that like button. Let's get this video to 500 likes to lock the next one. I'm absolutely obsessed with this game right now and this new update. I will definitely be keeping the Manor Lords videos coming your way. And if you guys also wouldn't mind subscribing, we are, I think, officially at 40,000 subscribers as of today. So very excited about that. Thank you guys so much. Without further ado, grab your popcorn, grab your snacks, and let's get right into the video. Okay, we are immediately greeted with a message, obviously. Victory conditions. I will unite the ruler under these lands or whatever. This is the most gorgeous map I've ever seen. Let's just do a quick little cinematic. So we have a little fishing pond here to start. Probably for the better. But like you kind of see here, I'll zoom way out. There's this giant mountain pass right through here. And I'd like to build probably a castle right on top of this hill, or maybe a couple of houses. Like, endless possibilities. I absolutely love this map. And the reason I chose this region is because I'd like to do something with this mountain. Build something up here. Obviously it's going to take forever to get something up there, but like so many trees to chop down, replant them obviously. And then like it's just beautiful. Like it's called Divided for a reason. Like there's a giant mountain pass right in the middle of the map and everything's just smooth. Like in the high peaks, I think you'd kind of go outside the map, and I think they fixed it and it kind of glitched out, but this one seems really smooth. You can kind of go to the other side here and it's just like wide open, kind of flat ground, but then obviously you have your mountain passes to kind of build in. Let's see where our adversary is. So we have a new message. Raiders. Okay, raiders are coming. Let's track their movement. In about a year they're coming. We have one enemy and he's going to be building alongside of us today. Looks like he's already started. There is AI building in the game now, and I'm very excited to see where this takes this game. I've already kind of teased this in the last video. If you guys haven't seen that, definitely go check it out. I played the Lake Lem map. Definitely a fun map. But look at this. You have siege camps now. You put siege camps, so obviously if you're going to come over here, I don't think... It's a work in progress, placing nearby friendly units, allowing utilization of siege equipment. So you just have to have nearby units kind of over here. So imagine you just like take your whole army and it's just set right here, ready to siege these guys. They get a giant castle. You put your siege equipment, you got trebuchets, catapults. I haven't actually played with it much, and I think in this video I'd like to see how that works. But this is absolutely gorgeous. They're in this valley and there's this nice little path that kind of runs up the mountain here on the side. It's absolutely gorgeous, and it's actually quite close to where I'm going to be building, so might make for some pretty cool battles here. Or imagine this: you build siege equipment up here, trebuchets, just like raining down upon them on top of this hill. Oh, that'd be cool. Okay, let's quickly check out where or what we have for starting resources. Obviously, you zoom out. There is new little artsy things for every single resource that you have. So we have clay. We have iron, we have mushrooms, which is brand new. You can pick mushrooms now for food. A little bit of stone and some fish. This is the point in the game where stone actually matters now. And only 118 stone isn't super ideal, to be honest. If I'm going to build a big castle, I'm going to need more of that. We also have, yeah, iron up there. You'd almost rather have a rich iron deposit. So let's take a look at what we have. So we have fish. And in Lake Lem, there's actually eels as well, right in the lake. So we have mushrooms, a rich mushroom deposit. So honestly, I guess we'll kind of see how that works. Let's get started with a logging camp to start. So obviously we're going to have to do a little bit of logging. Our tents are right here. So I mean, if we're going to do some logging, I'd probably want to put this kind of tucked in here. Might be kind of neat, wouldn't it? Just maybe kind of right in this little opening there. And then I could take a little path and maybe get going back to here. Let's maybe just take a nice little path and get going. And I might actually take this up the hill here. Kind of like that. And then I can connect to this path. And I'll probably take this kind of just along the tree line and connect it back to there. I think that looks pretty good. Oh, this game is just so cool. Okay, Woodcutter's Lodge. I don't want to worry about that quite yet. We're still in March and we don't need any wood yet. Right now it says fuel no consumption. We need to worry about food first. So obviously our fishing pond. Let's get a fisherman's hut. And for eels, it's just the same thing for so for carp and the shoulder fish and the shoal fish in the rivers. For the eels, kind of same thing. You just use a fishing pond. So I think to start out, I could probably just get this right near our water. What do we have back here? There's like a little path back here. Yeah, let's just kind of get this right, maybe kind of tucked into the trees like so. Let's just get that right there. And then obviously we'll kind of have to plot out the main part of our town will probably be in this area, just because our tents are here, our mushrooms are here, like everything's kind of right here. So it kind of makes sense. This is a giant region, I'm realizing. You got your iron way over there, which will be nice for building weapons. And there's another part of the game, like all of these unit cards are brand new. Yeah, like all of these. I think there's even a couple more buildings, which is interesting. Like you have your stonemason station. So this is actually for building dressed stone and crafting it for giant castle walls. You have a lime kiln for mortar. Like there's a ton of new things here. And you will actually need to craft, like a lot of these require tools to actually build. Like this quarry requires tools to build, and you also need tools for maintenance. Like you can kind of see once this gets built up. But let's keep building here. We're gonna need probably a hitching post. We already have a hitching post right here. And in fact, I might actually relocate this maybe a little bit more central. I don't know. I also like the idea of building a town kind of right in here. Let's just put this right by the tree there. And I'm just going to take this path and continue on kind of just throughout here. And then going back to our goods here. And then let's maybe just build that for now. Where else? Like I have to connect back to here, which would be more than ideal. Let's just continue this kind of just throughout here maybe, and then I can maybe continue back to here. Another cool little detail I notice is wherever you see trees, in the fall they will obviously have some leaves on the ground, and you can literally see where it meets with somewhere where there isn't trees. I thought that was a very cool detail. Lots of leaves on the ground, so that's new. Very, very cool. So we got our main kind of path here. I could build some stuff throughout here. You got your King's Road coming through. I think I'll just take... Oh, I built this upside down. What the heck am I doing? Let's rebuild that. We're going to need a fisherman's hut. And it kind of faces the backyard. Let's put that right there. Kind of tucking into the trees a little bit more. Let's just get a nice little path. And I like kind of following the trees as best I can. And just lead right back to there. I think that's a nice little start. Raiders coming in 354 days. We'll also need a saw pit. Let's maybe take a look at this. I think our logging camp is almost done. And that requires tools to build and for maintenance as well. We have a mushroom hut. I actually don't know how to pick those. What do I need for that? I guess just a forager hut. Yeah, for mushrooms, we need a forager hut. So it's kind of just like berries. So this I could probably even put in the opening. Maybe just like right there. Might be a nice little location for that. And then I'll just take a nice little path and get it going back to our main path there. Okay, I'm already liking this quite a bit. We have homeless people's tents, and we are affected more from homelessness than previous builds of the game. This has actually dropped down to 25%, but I didn't lose anybody, so hopefully that doesn't happen here. What else do we have in this region? We have stone, and we'll need some planks to take care of that. But let's get some people... Wait, what was just built? What was just built? Our hitching post. Okay. So that's good. And what I might do is I'm going to get another hitching post, if at all possible. Let's just put this like as soon as you walk in, another hitching post there, just so I can get 2 oxen, because right now we only have 1. Got all our people coming to do some good work over here. Trading post, I don't need to build any of that quite yet. I guess we need to get some houses built. So obviously we have our granary here. And what might be kind of cool is just having our granary just like right off the corner. Maybe even kind of tucked in to the trees here maybe. And then we also have our storehouse, but we are out of timber. First of all. I'm just going to take a little path up here and connect to here, and then just kind of get going through the trees like that to connect back to there. And having this road on either side, it definitely helps the flow of traffic. And then I could get a storehouse somewhere. We'll kind of see what that looks like in a second. But yeah, we definitely need to get that built up. Let's speed this up until that is built, and we have delivered our final piece of transported goods, so they should be able to craft that now. Fisherman's hut, they are definitely doing lots of good work here. And I might actually set this hitching post to highest priority just so we can get our ox faster. Okay, we have our logging camp. Let's get maybe even a couple of workers on there. So this is what I was talking about. That maintenance status maintained. So you kind of decide how many tools you use a year, and that affects the productivity of the workers. So I just kind of keep it using 1 tool a year, and you can set these guys. Honestly, they can chop down any tree they want, to be honest. They can just do whatever. And we also have our fisherman's hut ready to go here, so let's get that going. And we have new little resource cards, which I absolutely love. Like, they look a lot better than the ones before. Not that they didn't look good before, but they just look absolutely amazing now. Forager hut, let's start getting some mushrooms and start taking care of our food. A lot of these supplies are going to be spoiled if we're not careful. We already have 5 timber. Let's get a storehouse in here. And I could probably put this right there. I feel like that would be good. Let's start plotting out where we'd like to get some houses. So obviously what I could do is maybe take this path, and I'll just kind of get it going out like this, and then kind of just connect back to there. And I could get a house or 2 in here maybe, just to start off. Actually, this might be a good location. We need to decide where we want to have our marketplace. We'll also need a well. Let's maybe get that. Oh gosh, there's not a lot of water over here, which is interesting. I might have to put my well way over here, which is fine. So I guess I might get a little path kind of just going back, or they can go the long way. I don't know. We'll kind of see. Once these homeless temps are removed, I feel like that would help, but that should be good. Our marketplace, if I put it here, that's going to be way too big. Like, we don't need that many market stalls. Let's maybe just put it right, I don't know. Putting it a little more central might make a little bit more sense. So let's put this just like here maybe. Put a nice little marketplace in here. Might look pretty good. Just right there, and that gives us about 9 stalls. I think that should be more than enough. We got our wooden church, which I'd love to take advantage of, but this is good. This is a good little start. We need to get some more houses. We got 14 timber. Homelessness is already taking a toll with 25% approval rating. Let's get a couple of houses in here. I'd like to maybe get... Where do I want these? I feel this actually looks pretty good. I don't hate the look of that. But I could also get it going this way, but then they're kind of... let's maybe do this. That gives us 4 houses. And I love the way they look. And then I could probably even get some going this way as well. Let's quickly go check out our adversary here. So he's on the other side of the mountain. Oh wow, he's already built houses. Oh, he's kicking our butts. Got a logging camp. Okay, we need to get going here. They got a little nice little market area there. Honestly, this does look quite natural. This is a little bit messed up, but I think he'll probably fix that. It's just so cool to see it like building in real time. This is Stronghold, baby. Like, this is better graphics, better everything Stronghold. Like, this is what we wanted. This is so cool. I'm excited to see where he ends up building. But yeah, we need to start building maybe kind of around here. And I'd like to get some houses along here as well. And in fact, I might demolish that, and I'm just gonna fix this little path. I'd like to maybe round it off a little bit more, just so I can maybe get some houses along here. I feel like that would look pretty good. Let's maybe get a couple of burgage plots. And maybe, what do I want to do? I love to have it kind of round off like that. I don't know where I want to get some houses. We got some here. I guess I can maybe build this kind of around like this, and then have a nice little setup. Let's maybe go a little bit further. Kind of out like this. And have some cool looking plots. Kind of like that. Let's build that to start. And then I'll maybe just take a little path and connect back up to there. Just to start off, and then I could get some cool little things going through here. So I'll just get a nice little path, kind of splitting that little area. This is a good spot for some houses. Let's get some here. And in fact, we're having some pathing issues. I don't know what's going on here. Let's maybe just go this way, and then it'll fill in the rest, hopefully. And these I'll probably face in like that. And then I could also get some over here. Let's build lots of houses to start off. More the merrier. And this is what I love. They're all kind of curving into the marketplace. That's awesome. And let's rebuild our marketplace. Now that we are kind of ready for it. Have some nice little market stalls in there. And just like that, we are kind of catching up to our opponent. Small tavern. I'd maybe even see if I could fit it right in there. That'd be so cool. That's a perfect little spot, actually. I might try and fit it there. In fact, let's maybe do that. So I'll just get rid of that path. Small tavern. We're gonna need some planks, but I think if we just built this like right there, that would look kind of perfect. So let's just leave a little bit of room here. Let's just put it like kind of like this. It go into there, and then we can reconnect back to there. We have an upgrade, so we can take a look at all of that. And I think that should leave us enough room. Yeah, we can get it in there. That's perfect. New message. So we have a armament delivery, so that's lovely. So now we can form a militia. We get about 10 soldiers, and there should be some bandits everywhere. Yeah, we got some bandits, so we can take advantage of all those guys. Pillage and plunder the bandits. We got our well kind of over here. Let's take a look at the upgrade screen. So this is what is brand spanking new. Like, all of this is so new. All of these are coming soon, which I'm a little bit interested to see, because, you know, we need a small village for this. I would imagine this is like the tiers, and this is how many upgrades you can actually have. But I never experienced that in my last playthrough. I upgraded about 3 times, and I was only able to really get 1. So let's choose a little bit more wisely here. Actually, what I might do, I don't know our fertility yet. Oh, wow. There's some farming appeal here. So we got barley fertility. Okay, I could probably build the majority of my town just kind of down here, and then have my farm along here. I think that would look pretty good. There's a little bit of fertility up here, flax. So I could maybe do something that's kind of far away, but I'd love to build a castle up here. Like, that's kind of got to happen, right? Kind of overlooking our town. Or maybe a church on the hill. A church, yeah. The church definitely needs to go right about here. I feel like that would be pretty cool. But yeah, we have some good fertility. So I'm going to leave this space open kind of for that. And I'm just going to take this kind of through. And maybe just connect to there. And then I could do some cool stuff. Yeah, we're building some houses. That is good. I never actually ordered another oxen, so let's go ahead and do that. Let's do that. We can fit our tavern in here now, which is nice. Let's get some planks, shall we? Let's get a saw pit. So obviously this is way over here, and that's kind of less than ideal. I mean, I love it in that opening. Let's just keep it just for aesthetics. Like, this looks pretty cool in here, to be honest. I don't mind that at all. As far as a saw pit, though, that's a little bit of a different story. So obviously you want it kind of near your logging camp where all your timber is, just so it's a little bit easier. So let's just build this. Maybe even just like, kind of like this. And then I could have, I'll kind of show you my thought process here. Nice little path there, and then a path kind of going just right to there. Just make it a little bit easier getting to it. I love that. And we'll also need a woodcutter's lodge. And this I could probably have maybe just right on the inside here. Maybe over here. Where would I like to get our logging camp? Maybe just like right off of there or something. Let's just go like right off of that. I feel like that would be good. And we still didn't get our upgrades, so we do have fertility, which is nice. So I could probably get something like Woodwright Journeyman, or of the Vogtland. Okay, new upgrade, Hunting Hound. Oh, that's so cool. We actually don't have any hunting, which is unfortunate. I probably have to do that in a future video. Stick around for that. Small holders. New upgrade, small holding. Driven firm. Okay, increase approval from food variety. Is there one for farming? Like, this one's good for sheep. This is probably the one we want. Hinterlands. So efficient farming at elevation. Interesting. So at elevation, so kind of in the mountains. Cheaper animal imports, mining speed increase, and artisans efficiency malice. I don't know what I want to get. I feel like this would be cool if we're going to build a farm kind of up on the hill. Oh, I feel like that'd be so cool. Yeah, I'm going to try that out actually. I'm going to get this one. Farming at elevation. And this is kind of what I meant. Like I'm trying to click on this and it's just not doing anything. So I don't know if you need to unlock all of these. Oh, I know what that means. It's still coming soon, so I don't know if it's unlocked yet, but all these different little color codes, I don't know if it has anything to do with this, but this is kind of your current region. So we have 35% a meadow, so we got pollination, wilding, 62% is woodland, and then you got farmland, rural, so obviously our farmland will go up, and urban. So it kind of tells you what you have more of, which is interesting. I think that's kind of cool. You got your records, resources, lots of good stuff there. So that's definitely cool. And since we have farming and elevation, I gotta have a farm throughout here. So let's check out our fertility. Pretty good emerald fertility, and we probably have something up here as well. But I wanted to have my castle up here, but I don't know. We'll have to kind of see. A little bit of barley up here. I could maybe even put some farming down here. I don't know. We'll kind of have to see. But as far as are we getting some mushrooms? I think we should. And this is all a little bit different as well. So we got 52 mushrooms. That's good. 52 or 50 carp, which is interesting. What we don't have is a granary worker. So yikes. I mean, this is full. So they actually can't even do anything right now. So let's free up a worker there. We got quite a bit of timber, and let's get a granary worker. Then they can kind of empty these places out. Like, this is full as well, so they got to get to work for sure. And then we got some other stuff to build. We can set up a marketplace. Let's just focus on getting our approval rating up as high as we can, and then we get some more workers hopefully. We're building some good stuff over here. We're gonna need a church, so let's maybe focus on getting our saw pit going as fast as we can. I feel like that would probably help. And then in here, I could probably have maybe a trading post, actually. Might be kind of nice. I don't know where that is now. Trading post. So this could probably go like right there. And in fact, I might actually build that right now. And as far as our nearest... Oh, those bandits. They took like a bunch of mushrooms and stuff. Joke's on them. Mushrooms are cheap. trade point here, so that's decent. I feel like I can make that work. And what I might do actually is just get a nice little path around here. Maybe just connecting to our King's Road just like that. That's kind of cool. And then our well is kind of in a random little spot, but I guess it's fine there. People can travel, they can take water, do whatever they need to. We did have somebody move in, so I think I'd like to get them on the storehouse. And I emptied that out, which would be nice. And we still have some supplies there, so we got to get all that. Especially our tools, since we have a limited amount of tools. So that's good. Let's maybe focus on this. So let's set that to highest priority. We're still getting a little bit of timber, which is nice. I got a little bit of rubble stone, which would be turned into dress stone and mortar. I still really want to check out, and honestly, I might just build this just right now, wherever that is. Yeah, the siege camp, work in progress. I'm just going to build this. I want to see what the heck it's all about. Let's set that to very high. I just want to see if you can get some stuff in there. We had somebody else move in. So what we could do, we only have about $30. How many, we got 14. So let's get some more people and then hopefully go take some bandit camps. I feel like that'd be a nice little start. We have our stone here, which was only 118 of it. But we're building lots of houses. Honestly, I might even just leave 2 unassigned families. We need to start getting some fuel because it is September. So let's set that to highest. And then let's get some planks. Why don't we? Let's get some planks. Let's quickly go check our opponent here again. Let's see what they're up to. Let's slow it down. They had a cool little town so far, it looks like. They got a church, which is, I mean, way ahead of us so far. I guess that's the next thing we're building, but they got like some cool little farming houses. Let's see if they fix this path. Doesn't look like they did, but they kind of made it work. You got a trade post. And they're kind of killing it. They got planks. They are doing pretty good. Let's see their resources over here, actually. So they got rich stone, which I'm a little bit jealous of. Rich clay. They got wild animals and berries way over here, which I'm curious. Oh, they have a forger hut. Where the heck? What's their plan with that? They got some mountain goats picking those berries or what? Okay, that's interesting. That's definitely cool. Let's go back over here and we'll kind of go back and check in on them periodically. But yeah, we're going to get some planks. That will definitely help. And then we can figure out where we want to build our church. Like I said, I kind of like to have our church like way up here. I feel like that'd be kind of cool, but I think its proximity to your town kind of matters. I don't know if it does. It might. We'll kind of see. Let's figure out what we want to build next. So obviously we have a well, a marketplace, small tavern. Church is definitely the next on our list. And trading post. I might actually build a couple more hitching posts just to kind of get ready for all that. Don't uproot any trees if we can help it. Let's maybe get one right there. And maybe one right there, just so they're kind of ready to go. Okay, I like that. Okay, is this done? It is done. So let's go get some firewood. In fact, I might free up that work here. We got quite a bit of timber, so that will kind of help. We're at 59% approval rating. Could be a little bit better, and then kind of this is all new as well. So we have fuel, church access, so we need to upgrade a couple of things to kind of fix that. But I think we should have some firewood going here pretty soon once we start chopping. Do we have any planks yet? I don't think we do. No planks. But we will have some soon. Trading post. I gotta figure out where I want to have my castle. Like I talked about having... Oh, something up here would be so cool. Like picture a castle kind of right here, but I'd also like to get my church in here. I don't know. We'll have to kind of figure that out. Or maybe a castle up here. Actually, that would be cool. And then I can kind of defend this area. I'm going to do that. This is going to be my little project. I'm going to have a castle up here. But we kind of need to focus on getting a couple more things. That's going to be very, very cool. So mushrooms, we're almost out of those. And because they're in a forest, it means it's teeming. So it does a little bit better in the forest, I think. Yeah, productivity 99%. And I think most of that has to do with, yeah, labor transportation. So they're pretty productive, which is nice. Let's maybe set this. So this is at 80. They kind of lowered the fishing pond. Yeah, it's set to 80. Interesting. Oh, you know what we don't have anymore is like advanced pond keeping with our upgrades. Interesting. So I don't know how we can even actually upgrade that. But I think they just made it a little bit more efficient anyway. Let's work on getting some more money. So we have 16 soldiers. I'd like to get this up to 20 before we attack anyone. I think we have about 4 spears and shields left, so we can kind of get that going. Our trade post is kind of ready to go. How are we doing for fuel? This should be, yeah, 100% productive, so they should be able to get lots. And we're starting to get some planks. Let's maybe get some logs again. Those bandits are robbing us blind. Once we get to 20 planks, then we can start building some good stuff here. Okay, we're having more and more families move in, which is nice. We don't need to get any more on our storehouse or anything like that yet. And in fact, I think this is actually maxed out, so let's free up that worker. And we could probably even start farming. Okay, we have a siege camp. They haven't built that yet. So that might be a work in progress. I don't really know if it works, but we'll see. Okay, we got 35 planks. Let's build our church. And I'd like to, like, how cool. I mean, obviously it makes sense to have this a little bit closer to town, but I just want it to be like up here and then just like have it watch over the town. Let's just build this like right on the edge here. Or where else is a good location? Yeah, like right here. Let's build it like right kind of tucked in. Maybe kind of faced like that. Oh, I love that. This is going to take quite a bit to build this, but it's going to be quite cool once it's done. And it's quite a hill for them to actually traverse as well. Let's just get a nice little path kind of going back to our main road here. Kind of just like that. That's going to be quite interesting for them to traverse and take goods up and down, but they're going to build that. Shouldn't take too much for them to get that built. There's lots of trips, that's all. But it's going to look absolutely majestic. Let's maybe, yeah, we have lots of workers here. And lots of planks. Let's maybe upgrade all of these. Let's get those turned into stables. And then we'll also need to gather a little bit of stone as well. And in fact, I might want to wait until, like, if we're going to gather all of the stone, we need a quarry. Yeah, that's for a rich one, but let's just get a stone gathering camp. Kind of just, I don't know. Yeah, let's just put it right there. And then we could just have a little path going back to there. I think that should work. We have 5 unassigned families, so let's maybe build a couple of things. Let's get a couple more workers on this stuff. And in fact, this is almost out, so they're gonna have to use another tool pretty soon. Let's maybe get a mining pit for our iron, and then we can get some tools. Let's get our mining pit there. And we'll kind of have to go all the way. What's the fastest path? I mean, I'll probably have to build one, hey? Like going through here is probably the fastest, so let's just connect right there. And let's actually go through here and see if we can kind of traverse through this and maybe back to here and then just straight out to there. I think that should kind of work. We'll build that. Let's set that to low priority because, yeah, I don't really, yeah, we have some tools, so we should be fine. And honestly, having 4 unassigned families building all this stuff might be kind of nice. Like, they're already kind of moving all that stuff. We are going to need to upgrade that, but yeah. We got a nice little start here. We're in December. We got 5 months of fuel. And having a couple more, let's maybe free up this family. We could be a little bit happier, probably. What else could we get here? I guess we could get another mining pit for our clay. Let's get a little mining pit there. And just connect back to here. I don't really want to go... I guess I could go through the forest. Yeah, let's just go through here. And maybe kind of just through our forest. Like this. And back to there. I think that looks pretty good. We have 6 unassigned families. This is crazy. So since it's the winter, I think now might be a pretty good time to build like a farmhouse. Where is our least amount of fertility? I could probably have a farmhouse. Like if I could have a farm right over here, I feel like that would be pretty good. Let's maybe have our farmhouse just like over here. Right there, I think might be perfect. And I'll probably just take this and go to there. And then let's kind of plot out our farming locations here. So based off of barley, we're going to need a path kind of going around here. And I could, yeah, let's maybe do based off of memory. And let's maybe even just connect to like there. I feel like that should be fine. And then I could get a field in here. So barley could go maybe right here. Just like that, I feel like. Let's do that, and then I could have a field right in here as well for our emmer, because I think we have really good emmer fertility basically everywhere. And then I can kind of get this path continuing on. And maybe go around through here. Now let's just connect up to there, and then let's just get a nice little path kind of sectioning all of this off. So let's get one maybe right here. I could get a farm there, and maybe one like right there as well. Nice little farming field. And getting all this kind of set up now is really going to help us, because and then in the spring we could probably have some workers on these fields. Kind of ready to go. I feel like everything's kind of running smoothly, which is nice in this new update. I feel like that looks pretty good. That's a good little start for our farming fields. And then I'll probably just take this. Maybe kind of like this, and then back like that. Then I could probably get another field in front, or maybe something, I don't know. Something. Might be kind of nice there. How are we doing? Okay, we got 20 soldiers. Now might actually be a pretty good time to go attack some bandits. What do you guys think? Let's set them on standard ground. Where's the nearest chumps here? Let's go over here. And let's just get them walking, hopefully. Yeah, just walking should be fine. And we don't want to get too close. I think we want to make sure we're in nice level ground. Let's just get set up about right there. Put them on standard ground, and hopefully we have some good success with that. Let's see here. And in fact, if we fight, this is interesting. If we fight, so in home region plus 90 on the top there. So if we fight in our home region, we'll actually have a boost. So let's fight right. I guess we'll probably have to go a little bit closer just to kind of bait them. But once they start coming at us, and then we'll go back into our home region. And that will actually give us a boost, which will be nice. They're taking our firewood, which sucks. Come on, couple more men. Come on, man. We could put down on shield wall, but I kind of tested it out. Yeah, let's check out the charge here. Come on. We got our shield men. Put your shields down. Stop chanting. Okay, here they come. Terrible charge. Like, absolute. Like, what is that? They must be cold. Must be freezing out here. They look like they're cold, actually. Like, they're kind of fighting like they're just stiff. They've been standing out for too long. Don't know how to start a fire. Just lots of bad things. But we got a nice little fight here. I think our spearmen should be able to be up to the task against these brigands. But they got some fearsome looking clubs. But I see some other their bodies dropping, like this guy. He just took a big fall there. Yeah, we're having some good success here. Let's check out the numbers. We actually just lost a man, which is a little bit sad. But they're dropping like flies, which is kind of nice to see. Okay, we took them out. That's perfect. Let's go take the bandit camp and probably send it to... Maybe our regional wealth might be kind of nice. Unless we get attacked. Actually, 71 days. Let's maybe send that to our treasury because we're going to need a little bit of help with mercenaries, potentially, if we don't have enough soldiers. Oh, you know what? It's winter. I could probably take these bandits. Two. Do we get greedy? Should we get greedy? I don't know if we should. Let's maybe go right there. And let's just allow these guys to rest up a little bit. Fatigued. Okay, another bandit camp was sighted. Let's just kind of stick around here and wait for our fatigue to go up a little bit. Our effectiveness is kind of going up. That should be good. Do we have this stuff built yet? Under construction. That is also under construction. I could probably put that to medium again. But yeah, they're kind of focusing on our church, which is nice. They're going to get that built up. It would also be nice to send some money to our regional wealth, so then we can maybe get another ox to help us out. How do we want to make money? We need to kind of focus on that. No mushrooms, no fish. And it's frozen. I don't know if I can do ice fishing, which is interesting because in the last build you can get advanced pond keeping and that would help with that. But I mean, right now you can't. How are these guys doing? Let's go a little bit closer. And let's make sure we're not fighting uphill here. Yeah, stand your ground. Make sure they are nice and rested up. I think they should be able to do some good work here. Okay, we're actually losing some men. Oh, shoot, that sucks. That actually really sucks. We're losing a lot. Yikes. Oh, this is interesting too. If I go too close, those guys are gonna attack us. And probably burn our entire town to the ground. I might actually... Okay, let's think about this. Let's get some mercenaries. Maybe just... These guys are 50. Let's hire these guys right now. Let's sign that contract. And see where they're coming from. Oh, wow. They're already fighting these guys. So let's attack them. And then I can go kind of wipe out a lot of these bandit camps. And then maybe circle back. Yeah, I'll take out this one, and kind of circle back, like, and take out these. Because if I attack them here, they are going to take our entire town. They're probably just going to burn all the ground, to be honest. So we got to be a little bit careful there. So let's see here. Are we doing pretty good? Let's speed this up a little bit. Okay, that's awesome. Let's go take that. And these guys will basically pay for themselves as long as we're quite efficient. Let's send that to our nearest town. And what's cool is like resources added. So we got pelts or hides or whatever, and we gained some good resources. So let's keep going here. There's actually, I could probably spread them out a little bit. Let's get those guys going that way. And then these guys, I will get... I think that's the only one, and then there's nothing over here. There's actually one here now, which I want to make sure I don't get too close, but yeah, I gotta kind of circle around and get these guys. So let's actually get them running just so I actually are able to use them. Okay, we are cold, which is not good. How are we doing? Are we getting attacked yet? Might be getting a little bit close to those brigands. Okay, that's good. Let's get them back to work now. Really sad that we lost all those, but what can you do? Can I upgrade? No, we still need church access. We gotta build our church. You know what I'm seeing, actually? I don't need our farmhouse way up here. I could probably build it a little bit closer over here instead. Like maybe even just right... Oh, right where that is, of course. So this actually, they're not building that. So let's just demolish that. I think it's just kind of like really work in progress. Let's just build this right there, just a little bit closer. I feel like that might be a little bit more efficient. Let's do that. I How are we doing with our soldiers here? Getting a little bit closer. Looks like it. Oh, did we fight them already? Oh, I think we did. Cool. So let's go take that. And these guys are running uphill, so they're going to be quite tired. I don't know if they're going to make it though. I might have to pay for them again, which is a little bit sad, but might be fine. Oh wait, we got bandits here. So they're just going to chase us, I guess. Let's take that. Let's send that to our treasury. Kind of pays for them. And let's chase these guys down. But let's get going and attack them. I think that might be pretty good. Yeah, we have a decent amount in our treasury. And now that we have lots in... Where are we here? We have lots in our regional wealth now, so I could probably get another ox. And maybe even get somebody on our trading post, but I don't know what I want to trade. Like, I'll have to get barley for sure. And in fact, let's maybe get our tavern in here now. Let's build that now. And then I'll probably want to get a malt house. It looks like we'll need some more stone. Let's get a worker. In fact, let's get 4 workers on here. I feel like they should be able to collect all this pretty fast. Yeah, how are we doing here? Getting a little bit closer. Let's attack them. And then these guys. Hopefully we can get pretty close. Oh, they're just dive bombing off the cliff. Interesting. That's an interesting approach. Let's maybe actually group up again here. Maybe have a little rest. And then we could have an epic little charge here maybe. Epic charge down the hill. I think that might help them out, but they're quite tired. Let's see this. Come on. What do you got? They're not charging. There we go. There we go. Charge. Now we got ourselves a fight. Here we go. Come on, get 'em, boys. Love hiring the mercenaries. I think that's a great additive to the game, so you're not always using your own men. But eventually, if you can use your own men, that's probably more ideal. Now we got a nice little fight here. Pick a man, see if he's gonna win. My bet is on this brigand with a club. Oh no, he's running away. He did survive though, so I did win. But we got the last laugh there, it looked like. Let's get this bandit camp. Take that, and then this one's already empty, so we can just swoop in and take that. Which is quite nice. These guys I could probably even just disband. Unless, is there another bandit camp? We have this one. I don't think anything else has really popped up, but these guys, I don't think they're even gonna make it there in time. But I guess let's just try it out. Let's attack that. Swoop in and take this. Go take that bandit camp. Let's send this to our nearest town, just so we get lots. And then we can go take that. Okay, there we go. 17 days until we get attacked, so we got to be a little bit careful. Let's make sure we have enough in our treasury to defend ourselves. Because this is a pretty big map and it takes a lot for them to travel. Yeah, we only have 15 guys. Oh gosh. That's not good. Okay, we could start mining clay pretty soon. Let's set this to highest priority. Just so we can get that built. And we also have our church, which is almost ready to go actually. So that should be quite nice for us. Could we get another ox in about 20 days? Okay, we gotta repay these guys in 4 days. Let's see what they're up to. If we can at least get this before we do. Come on. Gotta get it. Wait, let's take that. Let's send that to our treasury, just so we have enough. And honestly, with that, I'm gonna disband those guys just so I don't have to pay them again. They did pretty good, honestly. Those bandits are still taking our stuff. But now we can at least import some stuff if we need to. Let's keep speeding this up. We gotta get our farmhouse ready to go, actually. And in fact, I can't actually click on that, which is... Oh, there we go. Let's set that to high priority. In fact, highest, because now we can actually farm. So let's get that built up right away. And now that this is kind of ready to go, that'll start growing. This will start growing. And in fact, I might get somebody on there right now. We have 0 available living space. That's a little bit sad. I might actually move this if we can. Let's just maybe put it like right over there instead. That's kind of in the way. So we'll kind of move that, and then I could get some houses over here. Maybe some nice big plots kind of going this way.
Step right up and sample.
Step right up and sample. Let's get a couple houses there. I could probably get 1 or 2. Let's start building in this little area actually. So let's take a path and maybe go this way. We could get some houses in here as well. Where do I want to face these? Oh, we don't have enough timber actually. How don't we? We have 2 on there. We are getting some wood. Let's just keep getting wood. Yeah, we're getting a lot of planks, which is good. I guess I don't need that many though, so let's just free them up. And now I could probably get somebody fishing, potentially. And in fact, I might, yeah, I think that's pretty good still. Yeah, we got lots of houses to build now. 6 timber, that is lovely. And in fact, we actually have a little bit of influence if we want to spend that on something. Well, let's check these guys out. How are they doing? They got their church built. Obviously ours is a work in progress because it's on a mountain. They have like everyone working on their clay deposit. I'm a little bit jealous of that, I'm not gonna lie. And their stone. This is looking pretty good. I feel like the building is as good as it could be. I feel like it looks natural. It's a nice looking town. And in fact, it might even look a little bit better than ours. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good. I'm happy with it. I think it said in the update thing that this is an early build of this update, obviously. And I don't think they can really hire an army and attack you. Like, I think that's kind of a work in progress still. But they can like build, and honestly, if you're just building a game, having a nice relaxing cup of coffee while you're building, this is the perfect game for you. Nobody's gonna attack you and burn your entire village to the ground and ruin the last 14 hours of your building. Yeah, they got a lot more than us. Let's see if we can maximize a little bit here. And in fact, I might take this up through here. And maybe come down like that. Then I could build some houses in here as well. How are we doing for planks or timber, sorry? Could use a little bit more. I think our church is probably starting to take form. Take a little bit of shape here. They're just delivering one thing at a time. It will be worth it, I promise you, okay? It will be worth it. Okay, band of raiders are incoming. Oh gosh. Okay, where are they, actually? I don't know where they're coming from. I gotta pause this. I actually didn't plan this. I don't have enough men, I don't think. So let's maybe hire these guys to help us out, maybe? They only cost 30. Let's get them over here. Quickly as can. So here they come. Oh, they're actually coming from here. Okay, so we might be able to fight those guys, actually. Let's just go fight them right now. Well, that's just easy. That's as easy as can be. Coming out of the trees, like, this game is so epic. I love the little fields, the grass fields with the flowers in them. That's so cool. These flowers actually, these flowered fields give you a boost. I think with like, maybe with like farming or something like that, I think it is. Just like having mushrooms and trees kind of gives you a little boost. I can't even tell who's who. They're probably fighting each other, but let's take out those guys. And while I have them, I might as well go take out that other bandit camp. If we can take them out. Okay, I think that's all of them. Let's go take out this bandit camp. And let's just get them walking, actually. Yeah, while I have them, I might as well maximize here. Come on, men. Hopefully we win this. We're actually losing a lot of men. Like, this unit's we're practically gone. Okay, let's go take that. Our entire town might be burned because I still don't know. Let's maybe send this to our nearest town. I feel like we got a decent amount in our treasury. I think that's it. That might be it. Are there any other bandit camps? I don't think anything else has really come up, so we'll have to wait a little bit. Let's just disband them. Get them back to whence they came. Okay, I think what I might do... Are we still working on this? Pretty please, could you? I don't know if they're working on that. I think they should be. Our church is almost done. In fact, I can't even click on anything right now. But there we go. That'll be done pretty soon. So then they'll start working on everything else. Let's maybe get another ox, because I feel like that is kind of slowing us down a little bit. And we actually have lots of money, so I don't even know if we necessarily need to have a worker on our trading post yet. Our tavern's being built. I really want to start working on this, so let's set that to highest priority right now. And in fact, even above the church, let's set, yeah, that's just medium priority. Let's set this to highest priority. That oxen is working quite slowly. So this is good. We have a couple more workers. We're building some more houses. How are we doing for timber? Let's maybe get a couple more houses built. So we had this little location for houses. Let's just do something like... Oh, that's weird. Okay, let's do... Maybe just like that. I feel like that looks decent. You get about 3 houses there. And I could probably get a few houses over here as well. And they don't necessarily need to have backyards. Let's just do something like that. And then I could get a few going this way as well. Let's spin this around. This is a little bit weird. And in fact, I might actually split this up. Just straight like that. And then I could split it up a little bit. I could get one here. Just like so. And then one over here as well. And let's see if we can get them in nice little locations. We're going to need some more timber first and foremost. We have lots of planks, lots of stone, and I think we could free up 4 families doing that. And honestly, I might just let them build a lot of stuff. Like, we got to build that. Might as well let them construct that. They're already starting. Let's watch this. This is going to go up in no time. Oh, I love the building in this game. And now that we have that built, I'm going to get... Oh, you can just automatically get a plowing station. That's the best thing I've ever seen. So let's upgrade that. This... Oh, we can already get rye. Oh, this is amazing. You can literally get every update or upgrade without having to actually get it with the or whatever you call that, with upgrading your town. So let's get... I guess we could probably get rye. And this is actually a little bit different now. So you have, where is it? Grain. So you have rye bread, you got lepkin, or lekbuchen, or how do you know how to say, and then you also have wheat bread. So you have varieties of bread. Like, is that not the coolest thing in the world? Let's actually get, let's get wheat there. Wheat there. And then where was our barley fertility? I feel like it was, this is pretty good barley fertility. So let's get that barley. Let's get a little bit of rye just for some variety. And then this one will get a little bit more rye. And then I could probably even get another little field going through here. I don't know if I love this now. This is where I was going to have my farm. But upon second review, I'm going to get it different from what I had it. Actually, let's change that again. Let's just get this. I keep rounding it off too early. Let's just kind of do that. And then I could separate this. Maybe even just get rid of this tree. Then I can kind of separate that. This is a little bit of a bigger field. Let's do that. Let's actually go right to the corner there. That is really good fertility. Okay, I love that. And then I'll probably get some houses in here.
fact, let's do that right now. Actually, no, we only have 2 timber. Let's get a little bit more wheat, maybe. Love to have some good differences. And then we'll also need a windmill. So this is good. Let's maybe get this here. I feel like we don't need to have... Yeah, that's 100% efficient. That's actually a good location for that. So let's get that. And then I could probably even do something like this, maybe kind of round off around it. Kind of just like this. And then connect back up to there. And then get a weird looking field. I feel like kind of cool. Oh, that is weird. Okay, let's maybe start right in the corner. Just like that, and see how far we can get this. Or I might have to do 2 fields, actually. Or let's maybe start over here instead.
Bring this here, move that there, on and on.
Yeah, it's a little bit messed up. Let's just go to like there. And see if we can get most of this. Let's just do that. And then over here, I can have maybe just a little path going through here. And then maybe get something here. Maybe like a bakery actually might be kind of nice. A communal oven. That would actually fit perfectly. Okay, I'm excited about that. Perfect little area for that. Let's get this to be maybe barley. We need a little bit more barley. We only have 1 field. And let's maybe get another one. Just up here, just for a little bit of barley as well.
Why do I have to carry this alone?
A little bit of barley there. Okay. Now, they're going to kind of upgrade that. And then we can get a couple of oxen on there. Let's maybe get... In 13 days, we can get some more. We don't need this anymore, but I'm not going to necessarily upgrade it. Let's upgrade that, though. And are we getting any more timber? Hopefully. Oh, actually, we're probably low on tools, aren't we? So I am going to go get some iron. Oh my gosh, can you build that, please? They're still working on the church, I guess, hey? Yes, they are. Okay, let's set that highest priority as well. But they're kind of starting on all these already. This looks gorgeous. I absolutely love this. We're going to have our little windmill in here. Communal oven. It's going to look quite nice. Okay, we got 5 timber, and now we can get our communal oven. Let's just put that right there. And that looks gorgeous. We're going to get some mushrooms. Get a little bit of fish. And the food should start rolling in. I'm excited about that. I love the way this looks. Honestly, this is just the perfect game. I still want to have our castle somewhere. Like, our church is going to be up here. Like, up here, but that's going to take absolutely forever. Let's check out these guys. No castles yet. Okay, they're kind of just, they're thriving. They're living. They got a nice little town. Oh, it's just so cool. I can't wait to see, like, I wonder in late game, and I might actually try this in one video. Let me know in the comments if you want to see that. I want to see how far they can build this. Like, could they take this to a level 3 town and have all these houses level 3, church level, I mean 2, I haven't actually seen level 3, but it probably is there. Like, I'd like to see that. Maybe they've even built a little castle off to the side. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. I feel like that'd be kind of nifty to see. We could upgrade a couple of houses if we'd like. Oh, our church is done. Ladies and gentlemen, let's look at this thing up on the hill. Oh, that is just majestic. This is going to be a good little photo. I don't know where this path is going, but it's there. Oh, yeah. That looks so good. I love that. So obviously, that is a long way to go to get to the church, but I just had to. Okay, like, this is so cool. I could probably have this path go somewhere, but I guess I don't need to. Maybe have like a little community up here. I also had the idea of just like, I wish you could start up here, but I know it's a little bit difficult, but like building houses throughout here or like a little farm. I don't know. I think it'd be so cool. I still want to get a little castle on top of the hill here. like back then you didn't always have just like Camelots. Like you didn't have massive castles all the time. Sometimes it was just like a manor with just like a couple of towers and some walls around it. Like not even necessarily stone ones, wood ones, whatever. Like I think it kind of worked that way a little bit. Livestock, let's get a couple of workers on there and then they can kind of spread out. They seem to be a little bit more efficient, but I guess in elevation they'd be more efficient, wouldn't they? Let's see here. So people, productivity is low. Quite low actually, but I'm sure that will get better. They're kind of working on that. I guess having more workers on there would help. But let's get some more firewood. We don't need any more firewood. More planks might be nice eventually. Actually, let's maybe do this. We're gonna need some more dressed stone. So let's get a stone mason. And let's maybe build this. Maybe actually over here might be kind of cool. Let's build that there. And then we can start getting some stone. And we'll also need some mortar for building our castle. And then we can kind of plot it out. Should we do that right now? I feel like we should. Yeah, let's do it. Let's go plot out our town here. So we got our church up on the hill. Where do we want to get this? Like, I feel like I could probably have our manor kind of like right on top of the hill here. Like I could literally build this right down here. I feel like this is a little bit more level in here though. So let's build, maybe our manor goes right. And I want to preserve some of these trees. I feel like they're quite nice. So let's get that right there. Garrison tower, we can put maybe as you're walking in through here, might be kind of nice. And we're just going to build a nice little castle. Like this could go right there. Or maybe let's have it off to the side a little bit. Let's maybe have it just like right there. And then we'll also need some outer towers as we're doing this. So I think the entrance would come through here. Just have a nice little entrance coming into the town. Kind of just like this. And then going right up to the front door of that. That's definitely cool. And then let's kind of just continue this on. Let's get a outer tower. Maybe right. Ooh, where do we want to get this? Let's maybe let's have a tree inside our courtyard actually. Let's have this maybe just outside like that. And then maybe a couple more of these. Maybe keep that symmetrical if we can. And then let's kind of wrap around. Actually, let's maybe grab this. Can we twist it? Spin it maybe? I don't know if we can necessarily. You can kind of just grab it and move it around if you want. But as far as spinning it, I don't know how you do that. You can also just like upgrade it as you're going. But like these, you can click on them, upgrade them. There's gotta be a way to turn that. Okay, guess not. Let's just put it there. And let's continue on like this. And let's actually come in a little bit. Let's maybe put one right there. And then maybe circle around back to here. Kind of a little bit more thin. I think that would be a nice little shape. I don't know. Let's find out. Let's start building here. So let's go. Let's have a nice wide swing kind of going like that. Let's build that and then I can upgrade that. You'll kind of see as we go. And let's get this little tree in the courtyard here. Okay, I like that. This is probably going to require quite a bit of stone, but let's kind of wrap around like that and have a nice little shape. Actually, let's maybe go a little bit more like that. And then go just kind of around here. And then this is where our entrance is going to be. So let's maybe put it just like that. We can connect to there. Oh, this is looking so good. And then over here, we can just come right off of that. Just like that. And just like that, you have everything. And now you can start upgrading everything. So you can do a wall here. You could do stone. You could just have a stone wall. You could also add this to archers to be able to go on there. You can upgrade that. Like, you can upgrade all of these. In fact, let's do all of our towers first. Let's do all of this. And you can also turn where it's facing, which I absolutely love. But yeah, let's just continue to upgrade all of this. Oh, this is so cool. And obviously, you can see the tally racking up. This is going to cost a lot. And I don't even know if we'll necessarily be able to do it and actually build it. But I just wanted to show you guys what this looks like. Like, this is just epic. Like, are you kidding me? That's so cool. And then what you can do, you can click on these if you'd like, maybe drag it in a little bit. Like, it doesn't have to be, like, you can click on any of these. Drag that in a little bit. Maybe let's go like that a little bit more. You kind of have it wrap around that like that. And then maybe this one comes in a little bit as well. And you can just move all of these pieces however you'd like. And kind of keep it nice and smooth. Like, this is just so cool. I feel like that's looking pretty good. Let's maybe, I gotta upgrade this as well to kind of finish it off. I love the way this is looking already. Right on top of the hill. Oh, that's epic. Okay, I like that. Let's start placing some roads. So obviously this is where you'd kind of come off of here. So I'm just going to get a little road coming right off of that into our little town square. And then you get a little road here as well. Let's just add a little path for that. This is obviously the entrance to the castle. Be kind of cool if you had like a gate. I feel like that's definitely coming. Like, sieges are already on their way. Let's just get a little path going to there. And then over here, we'll kind of maybe have a main kind of junction. Maybe a little town square like that, maybe. Maybe leading up to there. Maybe something like that. And then all of these can just come right back to here. Just like that. Like, I feel like that looks so good. I could build something in here. Oh, I absolutely love this game. And just like that, you have your castle walls kind of built up. I'm gonna get some sick little screenshots of this for the thumbnail. Like, this is just so cool. Oh, I love that. And then obviously you can also add your tax office. You can get that in here. I could probably put it like somewhere, I don't know. Come up here and pay taxes. Maybe even just right off of here. Would that be cool? Have your tax office as soon as you enter in. Or you could have it inside. I don't know. Anywhere you want, really. Maybe just under the tree like that. Maybe kind of just like right there. I feel like that's kind of cool. And then you can get a little path. Just like that into there. Absolutely perfect. That is so cool. Like, look at this thing. Are you telling me this isn't game of the year when it's done 2 years from now? I mean, it's getting close. We already have AI building. We have castles. They're already working on siege equipment. Oh my gosh, what a cool game. What a cool game. Like, look at this thing on the top of the hill. I'm excited. So obviously, can't build that yet. All that's erased. We need to get a lot of things going here before we end up doing that. You can see them kind of working over there. But we have a lot of farming going on, which is nice. Let's maybe get another worker on that. And we got a lot to build here. Actually, I think I'd rather maybe have extra workers to build everything. Let's just go ahead and speed this up a little bit to get some building undergoing. So we need a couple more oxen probably. I feel like that would be kind of nice, wouldn't it? So let's get one more oxen, as it were, and let's maybe upgrade a couple of houses. We got lots of timber, so we could probably do that. Let's just upgrade maybe the ones around our little marketplace, might be kind of nice. And these are actually getting quite full, so we need to do some upgrading here. In fact, let's get a worker on our saw pit. Yeah, that would be quite nice. And then, yeah, there's just so many trees. Like, this is such an upgrade. Like, these maps, they're amazing. I absolutely love them. And I think, I don't know if it's on this map. No, it's on another one. It's like a little triangle piece. It's just like a tiny little region. Like, all your resources were just like right there. But it kind of lacked trees. I definitely want to try that. I feel like it might be kind of cool to build that. But yeah, we were kind of upgrading all this. We have a little bit of money, so we could do... What could we do? We could get a vegetable garden. All of these looks a little bit different. I think these are the same though. Orchard, and you can just get them now, which is amazing. Oh my gosh. Okay, this used to cost like 30 regional wealth, and now it's just planks. Let's just... Oh, that's just a no-brainer. Thank you, game. And now you can just get them. You don't have to unlock apples or anything like that. Like, it kind of makes sense that you wouldn't need to buy it. Like, I don't know. Obviously, it would cost a little bit of money for that, but... Oh, wait, what? Oh, I just need more planks. That's why I thought there was like a limit. New bandit camp sighted. Are we finally done this? Okay, we are. So we could get some people on that. Let's maybe wait until our fields are taken care of. It looks like they're almost done, in fact. Yeah, they're gonna start working on that. Oh, this is so cool. Like, you got your fruit. In fact, they probably planted some little trees back here. They'll probably actually plant the seeds, is what I would imagine. Yeah, they're kind of working on that. Got a couple of level 2 houses. We need some more planks if possible. Actually, we could probably upgrade living space on a lot of these, couldn't we? A lot of these, I think. Oh my gosh, no way. Okay, this is where it comes in. So you can do quinces, you can do pears, apples. Oh, that's so cool. So pears cost more money. I gotta have some pears. Gotta have some apples, and I might try quinces as well. This is where your vegetable garden, like carrots, cabbages, beetroots. Let's maybe do beetroots. That seems cool. Now you got a pear trees kind of growing there. And we have another upgrade, and this is what I was talking about. You kind of just, I'm seeing now you get a lot of things unlocked to you. You can't get this. This is just like a perk card, but you don't necessarily get anything for upgrading your town. It's kind of just upgraded. But honestly, I'm fine with that if we're getting some good stuff here. We're hopefully gonna get some planks, and if we have, maybe get another ox if we can. Let's have as many as we can. Let's maybe work on. We get some more timber. Where else could we get a worker? Yeah, we gotta get this going, and then we can start making some stone. And in fact, I'm gonna get a nice little cinematic of this for the intro now. Oh, we're still building that. Let's actually set that to highest priority so we can get that built. Okay, that's good. And I think we're pretty much done all of these fields, which is nice. And then we could take all of these people off. Yeah, that should have good growth. We got this. Let's maybe get a nice little fuel stockpile for that. Oh, this is so cool. I'm obsessed already. Trading post, still no use for that. We got lots of money. Actually, we have an available worker, so let's actually get them on our mining pit over here. That's an ambitious little journey, but it is fine. Let's check out our adversary here. So they've chopped down a lot of trees. They've definitely taken care of that. It looks like they got our hunting camp right here, which is a little bit close to there. See, they actually set like a barrier. Like, they're not actually building close to that or chopping down trees so that they don't migrate. Like, it's actually smart. This works very, very well. Obviously, you got these little things reassign fire, so it's kind of showing, but I don't think that will be like that all the time. This is a nice little town, actually. Let's get a nice little cinematic of this. Oh, this is so cool. Like, let's go right on top of the hill here. You can kind of see in the distance a nice little town down there. Oh, that's so cool. Just the sense of scale in this game is just so amazing. And then you go down here, and I think if you can you look up? You can't really look up that far, I guess, but get a little bit closer. Oh, that's so cool. Very, very cool. Let's go back to our town. And I do believe there is a bandit camp somewhere. We got one there, and nothing else has really popped up. So I guess we gotta wait until we actually have a couple of upgraded houses here. Oh, that one can't actually do anything. Let's get this one. And we need to get some more tools, so we're gonna get some iron soon. Let's get a bloomery, and of course we need tools to do that. Okay, we might have to actually import some tools. We got major trades here, so we might actually have to... Where is tools? Oh, there's actually like clothes now. Okay, you got clothes, shoes, ales, and cider, so you no longer have cloaks or anything like that. Rye flour, like there's tons of stuff. So tools, it is a minor trade, which is nice. So let's import maybe 5 of those, and it's going to cost quite a bit for that, but that's fine. And we need to get a worker on there. But I think all of these are pretty much done, aren't they? Yeah, they're praying, so they're all done their work, which is amazing. Everything's growing pretty quickly. What else could we do here? So our saw pit's going in full form, kind of, and then I just love this little opening. Like, look how cool this looks. Let's just leave 3 families unassigned for building our manor up here, if we can. Oh my gosh, what a beautiful game. Okay. Mushrooms, we are getting some good mushrooms. We got 15 months of food actually, so we're doing pretty good with that. You're gonna be sick of mushrooms. Milk, eggs, like you can get so much. Like if you have, I don't know where you get milk from. I guess once you get an animal pen, there's probably cows now actually. I gotta test that out. Do we have any planks yet? I don't think we do. But I'd love to upgrade this once we get some planks. It says we have 40, but I think they're all accounted for. Yeah, we're definitely going to need some planks. I think I might get another family on... I could get them on the mining pit for the clay, but let's get another one over here. And we just had somebody else move in, so let's get another one over there. Might as well get as much as possible. Okay, we are in September, so we could probably use a little bit more fuel maybe. Yeah, I don't know, I kind of just want to use a little bit of unassigned families for that. Have we got any more tools? Okay, we have, so we can now get, I do believe we could get a blacksmith maybe. We're just missing a little bit of planks, it looks like. Okay, we are delivering a little bit of stuff there, so we should be able to get some planks now. And in fact, that was the delivery I think we were waiting for. So we could get a blacksmith. Or we could get... Yeah, you can make clothes, cloaks, or gambesons. Shoes from that. Chainmail, that hasn't changed. Or a bakery. So obviously we have a bakery over there. Let's just get a blacksmith to start. And then if we could upgrade another house, that would be nice. Let's upgrade that one. And then we could maybe get a joiner's workshop. Yeah, we're getting quite a bit of people moving in here. Lots of houses being built over here. I could probably even get... Let's maybe get... this kind of going this way. And then I could kind of just connect it like that. And then maybe get some houses going through here. Let's maybe do that. And let's see what we can come up with. Let's maybe take this. And maybe kind of split the middle down like that. And then I could get some houses going this way in the backyard. I feel like that looks pretty good. And then in here, let's get a few houses there as well. I think that's perfect. And then I could probably get another well. There's so much to build, which is insane. In fact, let's maybe get another ox. I don't know where all these things are going, but let's be a little bit proactive. Let's get another hitching post. Maybe right there, maybe right there. Let's get a bunch of them. The more the merrier. How are we doing with our growth here? I feel like they're growing pretty good. A nice little field there. Can't really tell the difference between them, but if you hold tab on your keyboard, you can kind of see everything available. You can see all this. Actually upgrade a couple more houses here. Now we have, I kind of want to see this. Let's get an animal pen. I want to see what you can get. You can also upgrade that. Let's maybe do that quick. Let's get a apiary. Let's get maybe another vegetable garden, another orchard might be nice. Chicken coop, let's check that out as well. And then we can kind of see what all of them are different, see what's kind of new with that. In fact, I'll probably even need another bakery with all of this that's going on. Can we fit this like somewhere else? Probably get a little bakery behind there or something. Okay, that's nice. Let's maybe check in on our castle here. Yeah, that's almost done. We're waiting on one more rock, it looks like. Yeah, I love this. This is so cool. Going up the big hill here. Oh, it's so sweet. I would have liked to extend this like all the way up here, like going up here, like, you know, the castles you see going up the hills by the rock, like that'd be so cool. And the natural progression of a castle, it would start out kind of like this, and then eventually you'd end up going all the way up here, like maybe 100 years later or 200 years later. Like, it's crazy. Like, you can do some pretty crazy stuff. I'm a little bit sad you can't upgrade your fishing ponds anymore though, but it was a little excessive. Like, at some point you get to like 1400 fish in a pond, which was ridiculous. Let's upgrade this. Okay, but this I want to see. I want to see if you can upgrade your church, so let's get that. We do have some iron ore, which is nice. That's probably what we need next. So let's get a bloomery. And this I can probably have over here, maybe a couple of them.
Come on, laddie. Come on.
And let's set those to highest priority as well. We have so much to build. So much to build. Are these all full? For the most part, I think they are. Let's maybe get another ox. We have 10 oxes. Oh, that's amazing. Oh no, actually we have 3 chickens. Okay. Actually, what animals are there? So there are goats, pigs, and chickens. There's sheep and lambs. So I think the horses and mules. So there's no cattle, no cows. So I think you get hides from goats. I was actually just replying to a comment on this. We're kind of figuring out. So with the tannery, usually what it was is you get hides from your animal deposits, your wild animals like your deer, and then you turn them into leather, but they become pelts now. And a tannery doesn't do anything with the pelts, you can just sell them. So you can kind of see them up there. But you actually need hides, which I think you get from animal pens now. So let's kind of check this out actually. So provides Siobhan and hides. Okay, so you actually need that. And this is just for pork, so you actually need goats now for hides. That's the only way to get leather, which I think is pretty cool actually. You got your apiary here. Let's see if we got some bees flying around in the winter. That's so cool. So instead of having an actual like apiary that you put in the bush, it's kind of in people's backyards. So I don't know, a little more realistic. You got your chickens in here, and I heard a cow somewhere. I don't know. Oh, you got, oh, they're there. I love that. So let's maybe get another backyard extension. I could probably get another vegetable garden. Have some nice variety in here. I think that would look nice. And then let's maybe upgrade a couple more of these. And since we have so many available workers, how are we doing with this? They're slowly upgrading. We need tools for all of this stuff though, so that's kind of going against us. Yeah, our bloomeries, those are almost built. Come on. One more little finishing touch. Yeah, there we go. We got some bloomeries. So these use a lot of tools, it looks like. So it's maintained. Let's keep that going. Bloomery, let's maybe get another worker there. And we're gonna need more and more fuel for all of this. And another upgrade. So we now are a large village. How are we doing for timber? We got lots of timber. These are all good. I could get these little fence posts for a fallow field, but the beach got really good fertility anyway, so I could probably just switch it back and forth. Let's upgrade a couple more of these. Okay, now we are gonna get some iron slabs. And where the heck was our... Oh, it's over here. Oh, you can actually see now, so you can see that it's a blacksmith. This is what the game didn't have before. You couldn't really tell what everything was. But now you can tell that it's a blacksmith. Let's make some tools. So we only need iron slabs for that. So that's good. And then we also need to get... We could probably get some more weapons. Let's maybe get a joiner's workshop as well. That'll be nice. Oh, we're upgrading our tavern here. That's kind of cool. What I really want to do is upgrade our church. So we'll need some stone, some mortar, and some clay tiles for that to become a possibility. And let's maybe get somebody on here to start doing that. And our lime kiln, let's maybe build that as well. Upgrade our hitching posts. Get another ox. Okay, that's nice. This is, we're kind of chewing away at a lot of these trees, but we got quite a bit. I'm not really worried about that. Are we almost done this? We are. We have lots of iron ore. Let's maybe free up a couple of workers here. Let's just have one on there now. And maybe a couple on here. Maybe two on there for now. And then we'll also need a clay furnace. So this I could probably have right there. We got all this stuff built up. A couple of stables. So our lime kiln will also need to get somebody on there. And then we can begin to get all that. And then our clay furnace should be coming up pretty soon. Yeah, I think we should be rocking and rolling pretty soon here. We already have about 12 tools. So honestly, the more the merrier with that. Yeah, this is kind of working out pretty good. We're going to get our clay furnace. I'll set that to highest priority. We got a nice little town kind of going here. And in fact, I might actually take a little path and kind of go around here. Just to make it a little bit better. Got to build these houses. Those bandits are taking our stuff. That's not good. I might actually go take out some of those bandits. Let's take these guys. Now seems like a decent time. They are way over here. We actually have two of them, so we could go take out both of them. So let's get them up here ready to fight. Where the heck was that? So we got one over there, one on top of this hill. So let's maybe get going like that. I don't want to run. Let's make sure we're not running. And kind of get them going that way. So we are back into March. So these will be fully grown. So now I could probably get a family on there and see if they will start yielding some of this stuff. That'd be quite nice. How are we doing? So we have a little bit of clay already. So we need some, yeah, we need to get this going. Wait, there's spices? How do you get spices? Oh, that's cool. How do you get spices? So we got, let's get some quinces now. I don't even know what a quince is. Let me know in the comments, I guess. Let's get some carrots. And I think that should be pretty good. Let's check in on these guys. Where the heck did they go? So they're going over here. Let's allow them to rest a little bit. And let's have a... Might be able to bait these guys, actually. And let's have a little battle on the hill here. This seems pretty flat, so either way I think I could probably defend this. If they came down here, I could defend it, maybe even have the upper ground. Yeah, they are doing that too. So let's get up here. Just dive bombed off of there again. Let's maybe even get set up right on here. Just like that. Okay, here we go. Oh, this is an epic shot. Let's get a nice little shot here. The mountain in the background. Oh yeah. Okay, so let's make sure we actually attack these guys. Hopefully we are successful. Okay, we took them out. I guess I need to keep them together. So let's just... I'll get these guys slowly walking over to here. Let's just get them like over there. And I'm gonna send these guys up the hill to go take that. I don't want to get too close because then they'll attack us. Okay, there we go. Let's take that and let's send that to our nearest town. And now we can start getting down the hill. Like so. Let's go a little bit closer. I think they'll kind of meet us in the middle. Like imagine a castle up here. Oh, they're attacking us. Shoot. Let's get maybe... Let's actually go on top of the hill here. And then these guys I can kind of swoop around. Yeah, they're gonna dive bomb off the hill again. But imagine a castle right up here. How cool. It's actually pretty flat too, so that's definitely a possibility. It's part of this region right next to us. Like you could have a town down here, big castle up here or something. That would definitely be cool. So they're actually going for these guys now. So what do I want to do? Yeah, let's maybe kind of meet up in the middle here. And then we can get them kind of over here, get these guys over here, maybe right behind them. Let's get them on standard ground. Here they come, let's charge in. And we do outnumber them, so I think we should be able to beat these guys. Let's have a nice little fight here. Where is our retinue units? We got a couple back here, we got about 4 of them. You can kind of see them back there. Oh, this game is so cool. Love it, love it. What the heck is this tree doing? Oh, there's the trees, or the branches. Okay, how are we doing? Are we winning? I think we should be. Okay, there we go. But I don't want to lose any unnecessary soldiers or people for our town, so let's get these guys back. Let's use our retinue to go take that. Kind of split up here, and let's send that to our regional wealth maybe. Send that to nearest town. Let's get these guys back as well. Okay, how are we doing? We got this built now, and now we can see our castle planner. And kind of get a nice little cinematic shot. Oh, that's so epic. You know what I actually might do? This would be pretty cool if I had some houses kind of coming up to here, wouldn't it? I'm actually going to do that. So if I go back to here, let's see where this kind of cuts off. So I could have some houses maybe just along here. So that tree is our cutoff. So let's build some houses up here. I feel like that would be pretty cool. Let's maybe just get some right along here. Of course, I don't have timber. Let's get some houses there. And maybe one like right on the end here as well. Of course, we only have 1 timber. How are we only have 1 timber? That's insane. Let's stop making planks because we have plenty of those. And let's get another worker on it there. And let's go build those houses. Obviously, we're still working on these ones. They got lots to build. But they're getting a little bit closer. How is our supply on this? So we got lots of water for everything. That's pretty good. Let's upgrade a couple more of these. Oh, now we can get some goats. We'll get some hides now. And that's where a tannery comes in handy. This one could be something else. So you can you don't need to actually get that. So you can immediately get helmets and just make mail, plate armor, whatever you want. Oh, that's absolutely amazing. Okay, that is good news. We have plenty of tools. So I suppose I could start making some, maybe spears, and then if we had a joiner's workshop, let's get some large shields. We already have a bunch of small shields, but I think that should be good. And honestly, should we do that? Let's make some chainmail for these guys. I think that'd be kind of cool. You can kind of see this. And with level 3 houses, I think they upgraded some of them. Like once it's a cobbler's workshop, for example, they set up a little shop in front of their house once they're actually level 3. And I don't think I actually need to wait to get all this stuff now. Like, you're just missing a little bit of food variety, but clothing is ready to go. Are they haven't quite started doing this. Let's maybe force an early harvest just to get some food variety now. But there's actually food variety now. Like, that's the biggest difference. Let's force an early harvest on all of this. And then I don't think we have a malt house, do we? No, we didn't get one quite yet. Let's just get that like right up there. Get our malt house there. And then we'll also need a brewer. So I suppose a brewer could have some over here. Could upgrade a few more of these houses as well. I think that should be good. This one can't actually be anything right now, which is a little bit sad for us. Okay, we also have this. Actually, let's get all of these guys back to work. We have our clay furnace, so let's get a worker on there. And then I think we should be able to upgrade pretty soon. We're just working on a little bit of stone. Stonemasons, do we have? Wait. We need rough stone to be able to do this. So you can literally only do that if you have a rich deposit. Oh, that sucks. So like right now we have... Wait, what the heck is going on? Rubble stone and dressed stone. I think you need rough stone to be able to make dressed stone, which is a little bit sad. You can use rubble stone to do mortar, but we'll need some rough stone. So let's see if we can order some. Or we could even just get this. I mean, we could, honestly, but I kind of like to see them actually make it. So let's go, let's order some rough stone and let's just import some of that. And I think it's probably a little bit cheaper too. Yeah, it actually is not telling us. So let's import maybe, I think we need 20 of it. Let's import 20 rough stone. Let's order a horse. And I think Bob's your uncle. I think that should work. Lots of tools. Oh, are we importing tools still? Yes, we are. So let's stop that. Let's stop that. So then we can start making some stone for our church. And I'm excited to see that thing upgraded. I wonder if there's more than just level 2. I feel like that'd be kind of cool. And we're building these houses up here. That'll be epic. Okay, we have 4 timber now. Let's get a couple more houses throughout here. And I could probably get a few going this way. Let's build that and let's see if this still works. I think it should. Yeah, then we'll have some houses on the outside of it. That'll make it look a lot cooler for a thumbnail. There we go. That's what I'm excited for. That'll be quite exciting. Our church, yeah, we still can't. We'll probably have some roof tiles pretty soon. So we already have some clay. We got some iron. So yeah, we're doing pretty good. We should be making some weapons, no? Yes, we are. We are. So we're gonna have some soldiers as well. That'll be lovely. We're upgrading some houses. Which ones have been upgraded? I think all of these have been. So this one will get to be a brewer. Actually, it's already a vegetable garden. This one, chicken coop, you can be our brewery. And then our malt house. Have we started? We still haven't started our field. What are they doing? Going home, guiding an ox. I'm not sure what they're doing. They should be doing a harvest, but they're just not. That's fine. They will eventually. And we are quite low on fuel. We are quite low on fuel, aren't we? I think I might have to take that off. Can I free up somebody? Yeah, we're getting a couple more workers. We have lots of available living space. We could be a little happier probably, so let's get some extra workers on here. We have lots of ironstone, a decent amount of clay, and we'll need a little bit more in fact, but I feel like we could probably free up these workers. There's one there. Yeah, running out of fuel. I desperately need to get some more of that. So let's get another worker on there. And maybe let's free up one more. We need extra fuel because we're using quite a bit. Okay, we have some rough stone now. And I think we might even have enough stuff for this. We're getting a little bit closer, so we're almost... got a little bit of rough stone. Dress stone. We need one more dress stone, then we can upgrade our church. Bandit camp sighted. That would actually be quite nice to have. Yeah, we got tons of rough stone, so let's stop importing that. I think we should have enough of that. And then can we upgrade this, please, please, please? Oh, now we're just waiting for our roof tiles. Okay, we got about 6, so we'll just wait for that. Bandit camp sighted. I guess I could maybe go get that. Yeah, we're getting our mushrooms, staying nice and fed. I think we're getting a little bit more fuel now, which is nice. In fact, relocating this might be a pretty good idea. Let's relocate this over here, just so it's a little bit more efficient. And we'll also do this. And our saw pit can kind of stay there. Let's continue on, and we can go right up to there. And then we can get a little path there. Let's build this highest priority, absolute highest priority. And they can just take all this stuff and move it over, like it's kind of ready to go already. So that should be nice. And the logs gotta stay there, that's so cool. Now let's build up that. They'll be ready to go in no time. Okay, there we go. Let's get 2 on there. Come on, highest priority. Okay, let's see. Oh, we could almost upgrade our church. We got 9 roof tiles. Need 1 more. Need 1 more roof tile. I think they might only do this in the fall, I'll be honest. So we'll have to kind of see, but yeah, we need to get some firewood coming in. Okay, we got that done. Let's set that to maxed out. And let's maybe get another farmer. They're still not doing anything, but I think they will pretty soon. And let's upgrade our church. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. So highest priority, I can't wait to see this thing. Just like super tall. Just picture a giant stone church here. Like that'd be so cool. That's definitely to come. Like, you know, the front page or like the Manor Lord's main picture, like you see that giant castle and there's just like giant churches. That's kind of what I'm picturing. So these guys' productivity has increased, which is nice. And let's maybe get another granite. Oh my gosh, I still haven't upgraded this? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Now I'm out of rubble stone. Okay, well now we'll need some rubble stone. So let's import some of that, and it's gonna be quite expensive, but I think worth it. Let's just get like 10. And then we can upgrade all of this. We can upgrade that. Let's do that. Let's actually get another worker on here. Yeah, I can't believe I haven't upgraded this yet. Actually, we only need 5, so let's just get 5. Let's do that. That should be good. And then I could probably even separate these guys and send them on their merry way. Let's get a horse there. They're still not harvesting, but I imagine they probably will soon. Whoa, there's not nearly as much stuff out of this. That's all I'm getting? You're telling me I only get 4? I think it might go a little bit of a longer way, but I don't know. We shall see. I think we can maybe upgrade that pretty soon. Let's check this thing out. Is that almost... Let's just set that to very high. I'd rather get this done. Okay, now they're harvesting. There we go. Now we can turn that. So I guess it's only in the fall now. So they did change that. It is now fall, so they will do that. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we're not going to get a whole lot out of that. Like just a little bit of barley, some wheat sheaves, some rye sheaves. And rye grain will be turned into grain with that. Just a little bit more efficient. We can upgrade our granary now. And I think we don't need to get any more of that. Okay, that's lovely. How are we doing all the way up here? Have we built these houses yet? Almost. So we're gonna build all of this. Let's set this stuff to highest priority. Because I want to get my thumbnail. I want my thumbnail. Holy, they basically already have all this done already. That's crazy. So this one, let's do... Oh, that really affects it. So let's do barley there. Rye can stay there. Let's do barley. Barley, and let's do some rye there. And we're still working on all of that. Yes, that really affects the fertility. So it actually matters now, which is kind of nice. And let's see, do they start threshing it? No, they don't, but we got a little bit of barley. We need to get a worker on our malt house, and then we're gonna get some ale, and then a worker on our tavern. Okay, that's nice. I love that you don't have to have like a certain amount of houses to like upgrade your town. You can, well, I guess you still do, but it doesn't really matter as much now, which I kind of like. I can get some more vegetable gardens, but we're out of planks again. How are we out of planks? That's insane. We're a little bit low on... Okay, we've got large shields. Let's maybe go to our joiner's workshop. And let's pause that. And maybe make some more spears instead. Okay, now that it is winter, we can get... I think they're probably going to start threshing all of this stuff into grain and all of that good stuff. I think that all gets... Yeah, the windmill kind of takes care of all that. And then we have our communal oven here. And then we even have another one over here, so I might get that kind of set up as well. And then we can free up a couple of workers here. Yeah, let's maybe get 2 on our windmill, or maybe 1. I feel like that should be plenty. And then I kind of want to see how the bread works. Like, you can turn it into different stuff. I think it'll just automatically do that, though. Like, we're getting some wheat flour. Let's see what else they make. They're just going to use wheat with all that emmer, but... Yeah, it should turn it into other stuff, hopefully. But yeah, this is looking pretty good. Let's check in on our church. I don't think they've really done much with it yet. Let's set that to highest priority. We have a lot of stuff to be built. We kind of got our manor up there for a thumbnail. And in fact, I might actually see if I could get a nice little winter shot here. I like that. What else can we do here? So I think, yeah, we're still getting a little bit of clay, so I could probably even sell some of that stuff. Now that it's winter, I could probably go pillage and plunder a little bit here. Where is our nearest bandit camp? So we got one there, one way over there. I might just take this one, so I don't have to go too far, but let's go take this. Let's just get them walking. Should be nice to take that. And we got a couple more families available to us. We will assign them in somewhere pretty quick here. Let's just have one more little fight before our video ends. Come on, might be able to do something good here. Okay, let's watch some bloodshed in the forest here. Like, this is so cool. These big tall trees fighting in here. Just picture a massive army. Yeah, the AI opponent hasn't attacked us yet, so I don't even know if they have soldiers available to them, but I'm also kind of curious if bandits would attack them. Like, I don't really know. This is looking pretty good. We should be able to absolutely slaughter these guys. That's awesome. Okay, we have gotten rid of them. It looks like we actually lost a man. So they might have buffed the enemy a little bit, but not by much. Not by much. I really want to see this church built before I send us off here. But yeah, let's go take this. And I'll probably send that to our regional wealth. Nearest town, let's do that, and let's get these guys back. Now we got a little bit more money in case we need to spend it. Tiny bit more money. So let's kind of see what they're making. So they're making just wheat bread, it looks like. But they haven't done much. So you got wheat grain, you got rye grain. So they should actually be able to do something with that. Do we have any malt? We should probably, yeah, we got barley. I don't know if I have anybody on here. Oh, we got 12 malt actually, so we got some. I don't know where it goes. Oh, we actually already have a bunch of ale. Okay, let's get a couple of workers on our tavern. Now we are supplying all of these lovely people. And we need a little bit more planks, so let's get another worker on there, and then I should be able to upgrade one of these pretty soon. We need a little bit of clothing. Marketplace, I'd love to see some level 3 houses. That'd be kind of cool. Beverage, we got that taken care of. Meats, fishes, animal produce. Very, very cool. I love the way this game is kind of shaping out to be. Yeah, we are dangerously low on fuel for some reason. I don't know what they're doing. Actually, I know exactly what's happening here. I need to get another storehouse worker to go empty all that out. Because it's quite full and they got a long way to go. So let's do that. How is our church coming along? They're kind of still delivering everything. They're slowly getting there. There's lots to build. Okay, we're finally making some bread, so we got a little bit of food variety now, which is kind of nice. You got mushrooms, you got your fish, you got your bread, rye bread, wheat bread. We're gonna be able to make quite a bit of different little varieties here. Still got lots of barley. I think they've made only wheat bread so far. I don't even know what happened to all our rye, actually. Rye flour, yeah, I haven't really done much of that. I don't know if you need like salt to make that. I don't know. Kind of curious, actually. We got rye grain still, so they might still do something with it, but they've probably just done the wheat bread for now. Definitely lots of cool little expansions in this game, like things that we needed. Like this game needed this update for people that actually want to play it. I'd love to see this game successful. I mean, I make a living on this game and it's one of my favorite games I've ever played, so I definitely love seeing it successful and kind of growing in that sense and kind of just becoming more fun. Like, look at this game. This game deserves the world. This is amazing. Oh, I absolutely love this. Castle on top of the hill. I'm just going to quickly wait until our church is done so I can show you guys and see if it's actually upgradable to level 3. And then kind of go from there, but we'll quickly skip to that and then we will hopefully send you off to the night. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are back to our church. It looks to be about the same, might be a little bit different than our other church that we had for level 2, but it is definitely epic. That's for dang sure. I'd love to see this church be able to upgrade even more. It doesn't look like you can. It's just a small stone church right now. I have my entire town burned to the ground actually in the meantime, but yeah, I'd love to see this just absolutely huge. I think that would be so cool, a nice little additive. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like I said in the beginning, let's get this one to 500 likes to unlock the next video. I love making these for you guys. Let's watch our town burn as we send you guys off into the night. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one.